In 1962, Lieutenant Colonel John Glenn Jr. became the first American in orbit. James Meredith became the first black student at the University of Mississippi, and Jhoon Rhee introduced the martial art of Taekwondo to the Washington area. And he gained local notoriety with a particular phrase. To this day, Jhoon Rhee still claims that nobody bothers him.
Kung Fu, karate, it's all punch and judo to me. But those who know say the martial arts Korean style has more kick. 1,300 years old, nobody around here had ever heard of Taekwondo until Jhoon Rhee came along in 1962. Since then, by his count, he has taught this brand of self-defense and self-discipline to more than 150,000 people, from Secret Service agents to U.S. Marines, and twice a week in special classes on Capitol Hill to members of Congress. Why, he's even taught Muhammad Ali a move or two.
Right hand, Mr. Jhoon Rhee is his name. He's training me now for the Japanese wrestler. Yes, that wasn't the right hand. That was the unique acupunch.
Rhee has rubbed shoulders with the rich and famous and even starred in a movie. It was not exactly the Taekwondo Kid. In fact, while there may be more obscure films than the 1973 Sting of the Dragon Masters, none leaps to mind. In 1978, he choreographed a mini martial arts ballet for television's Dance Fever. But for the most part, Jhoon Rhee bought a name for himself with his TV commercials, some of which are 16 years old and still on the air.
Nobody bothers me.
When I was a little boy, I was the smallest in the class. And if we have any track running, I was always the last and second to the last. I was a very uncoordinated boy when I was a young boy. And everybody bothered me. And there was one guy always bothered me. And even him left me alone after I learned Taekwondo.
Nobody bothers me. Nobody bothers me either.
Two of Rhee's children were featured in the commercials. Chun is now a business major at William & Mary, and Mimi is a sophomore at the University of Virginia, studying religion. At age 56, Jhoon Rhee travels a lot, giving seminars. He has 5 Taekwondo books under his black belt. Total sales, 500,000 copies. He's busy writing a 6th book on what he calls universal common sense. It is not unlike the philosophy he tries to instill in his students.
Student creed.
Will to accomplish through knowledge,
In the mind.
honesty,
In the heart.
and strength
In the body. To keep friendship with one another and build a strong and happy community. I think discipline is what really separates between human being and animals. And that what separates was success and failure. And so when we develop discipline, that man is guaranteed to be success. Discipline means consistency, action in consistency. And that's how you develop habits. You see, what you go into mind dictate your behaviors. By repeating that behaviors, that becomes your habits. And habits shape the destiny.
In order to set the mood for the day, Rhee and his wife, Han Soon, exercise to a tape he prepared.
When I go hotel, traveling, I take a small tape recorder. And I exercise about an hour, exactly about an hour. And that what keeps me in my seminar, and I do, 400 push-ups each day, and I do, without resting, 100. And when I do that, all these martial artists, those who think it's a 40 and I'm old, and they see that I do 100 push-ups in one time without resting. That's what I believe. Albert Schweitzer said, the best way to teach the children and students is number 1, example. Number 2, example. Number 3, example. So I try to set the example for myself.